Spreadsheets, deadlines, and planning. Only the most fun things in production. This is a tiny topic with a big impact, so let's get into how it affected the Grossfarken and The Boy. I kept myself organized through the making of the Grossfarken and The Boy with this spreadsheet. I have it right here, and I cannot understate its importance to the production. I mainly use this spreadsheet to keep myself accountable. I learned from Sapling Village to not cut corners, and this spreadsheet was basically my way of ensuring that nothing slipped through the cracks during the production. It was essentially organized by what I had already done and what I needed to get done. I'm sure this could be done more easily and in a nicer package on a website like Trello, but I love spreadsheets, and I feel like I get more customization with a spreadsheet, where I can control pretty much everything. I wanted to have a log of everything I had done for the Grossfarken and the Boy, and how long it took me to make the whole thing. So the first column of the sheet is the date. I first started the sheet when I finished writing the screenplay, which was October 17th of 2025. Then, I asked myself what the purpose of what I had just done was. I never really ended up filling this part out. I think I meant this as if, I did something unplanned, why did I do it? But for this, I ended up doing pretty much everything according to plan. There was nothing really unexpected. Then I asked myself, what potential behind the scenes videos could I make? And oh my gosh, I'm doing that right now. And then this section, the most important section, the to-do column. To fill this out, I thought long and hard about everything I needed to do and wanted to add to the Grossfarken and the Boy. And I wrote it all down, all at once. A lot of things can fall to the wayside when you're deep into production, so writing your needs and wants at the beginning can help you not lose track. And then of course, the last column is additional notes, just in case I had anything else to add, which I rarely did. It's also here on the spreadsheet that I kept the log line for the movie. Prior to the Lights of Sapling Village, I did not know what a log line was or what the log line for Sapling Village even was. So, in all of the festivals I submitted to, there were a bunch of random log lines, and there was no consistency. Keeping the log line here in the spreadsheet helped me not lose it and made sure I kept it consistent for the festivals. That's really the main thing with this sheet. Keep yourself accountable and keep your film consistent in quality and vision. I really am proud at how I was able to keep myself from cutting corners using the spreadsheet, and I would definitely recommend making your own if you struggle with being organized like me. So why did I feel like I needed to be so organized? Well, there was this film festival at a place I really love that was happening again around March, and it was already October and I had no animation. I had nothing to submit to them, but I really wanted to. That's why I needed to be so organized. I had only 6 months to write, animate, score, and edit an entire animation, and make sure it's of a good quality. And that was rather suffocating, and that deadline influenced many decisions I had to make. But more of that will be seen later. Throughout the making of the Grossfarken and the Boy, there were a bunch of tutorials I'd watched to learn the stuff I needed to know to make the animation. And I kept track of them in the spreadsheet too. If there were links, I would keep them in the spreadsheet, but if there were YouTube videos, I made a playlist of all the most helpful ones. I will make that playlist public for all of you guys to watch, if you're interested in learning the same way I did. The link will be in the description, and it's also a public playlist, so you can find it on my channel. The Grossfarken and the Boy did not really have any budget. I made the film using free software, Affinity Photo, Blender, and DaVinci Resolve, except Logic Pro, which could have easily been replaced with GarageBand no problem. And I also dabbled with Toon Boom, but it didn't end up being necessary in the final. However, there were some instances where money had to be spent in order to make it the best I could. And the spreadsheets where I would keep track of that. But overall, the Grossfarken and the Boy could have easily been made for free, which I'm pretty happy about. And while, of course, it was not made for free, and I have some hardware and supplies that other people may not have, I feel like the Grossfarken could have been made by anyone with any amount of money, which makes me very happy. I love that the only thing in the way between nothing and a finished product is the amount of time and effort someone can put in. Thank you for listening to me talk about my favorite spreadsheet in the whole world. I completely plan on making the same type of spreadsheet for all future endeavors. I truly found it very valuable for the final product. Next week, I'll be discussing the voice acting,